Today we were discussing this typical adiabatic process. Students, I will add some more points to the adiabatic process. What is an adiabatic process? Adiabatic process is the one which is kept isolated from the surroundings. The heat energy is zero, means system is not allowed to exchange heat energy with the surroundings. Q is equal to 0. That's it. So whatever amount of work is done in an adiabatic process is is only utilized to increase the internal energy, because heat energy is not what you can say the we'll put it like this: whatever is the work done on the system is utilized to increase the internal energy, or internal energy is utilized or we'll put it like this: the internal energy is used to perform work, because heat energy is not allowed to be exchanged. So what is an adiabatic process? In which the heat energy of the system is zero, and therefore the first law of thermodynamics, how you can write here: delta U is equal to Q minus W. Therefore delta U is equal to minus W. What is work done? W equal to P delta V. For an adiabatic process, always for an adiabatic process, the Boyle slot gets twisted and we write PV raised to gamma is equal to constant, where gamma is a constant. Yesterday I have already told you, is a constant which is the ratio of specific heat at constant pressure to constant volume. That's it. Now this constant, let me denote it by C. So adiabatic process is the one where the heat energy is not allowed to be exchanged from the system to the surroundings and from the surroundings to the system. Therefore Q is 0, delta U is minus W. What is the work done? P delta V or P dV. Adiabatic process, it is observed that P into V raised to gamma is equal to constant, and that constant is denoted by the letter C. Where what is gamma? Gamma is the ratio of Cp upon Cv, that is specific heat at constant pressure to the specific heat at constant volume. That's it. Concentrate, students. Now internal energy of the system is what? Minus N Cv delta T. That's it. Now what is work done? Work done is during the since the heat energy is not allowed to exchange, the work done is infinitesimally slow, and that is utilized only to increase the internal energy. Therefore dW is equal to PdV. Total work done is equal to total expansion from initial volume Vi to final volume Vf of PdV, which is equal to integration from Vi to Vf of what is P? P is C divided by V raised to gamma dV. Therefore what is W? C is taken out. Integration from initial volume Vi to final volume Vf of dV divided by V raised to gamma. Now what is this? This is this. Look here. Integration from Vi to Vf of V raised to gamma minus gamma dV. Integrate करते. Therefore W is equal to C. Integration Vi to Vf of V raised to minus gamma plus 1 divided by minus gamma plus 1. That's it. And once you integrate, you know that once you integrate, you know that dV vanishes from initial volume Vi to final volume Vf. I'll repeat. P is C divided by V raised to gamma. From this, P is C divided by V raised to gamma, and that is C into dV divided by V raised to gamma. dV divided by V raised to gamma is V raised to minus gamma into dV from Vi to Vf. आता इंटिग्रेट केलं. इंटिग्रेट केल्यानंतर what do you get? N minus 1 divided by N minus 1, that is gamma minus gamma plus 1 upon minus gamma from Vi to Vf. आता काय करूया माहिती आहे, आपण असं करूया. W is equal to C. इथंपर्यंत गाडी थांबवलेली. I'll add some more steps, students. C minus gamma plus 1 is what? 1 minus gamma, उसको बाहर निकाला. What do we get? V raised to 1 minus gamma from Vi to Vf. Therefore W is equal to what? C upon 1 minus gamma. Write it like this, 1 upon, I hope you understand, हे 1 minus gamma आहे ना, रेसिप्रोकेट करून V gamma minus 1 करा, रेसिप्रोकेट करून ह्याला रेसिप्रोकेट करा. when you reciprocate it you get it as 1 minus gamma minus 1. आता सॉल्व करा. therefore W is equal to C divided by 1 minus gamma, upper bound 1 upon Vf gamma minus 1 minus initial lower bound Vi gamma minus 1. Are you okay here? Are you okay students? But therefore W is equal to what? What is C? PV raised to gamma. So PV raised to gamma म्हणजे 1 upon gamma 1 minus gamma 1 minus gamma असंच ठेवायचा. C is what? PV raised to gamma constant आहे ते. So it is PF VF raised to gamma मल्टिप्लाय केलं दोन्ही ह्याला, C दोन्हीला मल्टिप्लाय केलं, C PF VF raised to gamma minus PI VI raised to gamma divided by VF raised to gamma minus 1 VI raised to gamma minus 1. सॉल्व करो. W is equal to what? 1 upon 1 minus gamma. मुलांनो बघा हा, PF VF raised to gamma आणि VF raised to gamma कॅन्सल. इथं पेंडिंग काय राहणार? VF raised to minus 1. So it will be PF reciprocate again. ह्याच्यातला PF raised to gamma कॅन्सल झाला, मायनस PI VI raised to gamma minus 1 म्हणजे गॅमा गॅमा गया minus 1 VI. Okay, that's it. Now we have PV is equal to nRT. Therefore W will be what in terms of that? 1 upon 1 minus gamma will remain as it is. nRTI minus nRTF कॉमन काढून असं लिहिलं टीचरने. ओके, nRTI minus TF. What does it mean? If TI is greater than TF म्हणजे the gas expands, means the gas does work on the surroundings, positive work. हे बघा PF VF I have written it as nRTI and PI VI nRTF. If TI initial temperature is greater than final temperature, it means that gas expands. कारण त्याचं टेम्परेचर जास्त आहे, means it does work on the surrounding, gas cools. If TI is less than TF means what? The gas, if the final temperature is greater, it means that the final temperature compresses the gas. If TI is less than TF, it means that the final temperature is greater. Final temperature is greater means the gas is compressed. Gas is compressed means the gas contracts and warms up. म्हणजे TI greater than TF असेल, लॉस ऑफ हीट एनर्जी, गॅस कूल होतो. आणि TI लेस दॅन TF असेल म्हणजे तुम्हाला फायनल टेम्परेचर ग्रेटर आहे म्हणजे गॅस वॉर्म्स अप, बिकॉज गॅस कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट्स. दॅट्स इट. वॉल्यूम डिक्रीजेस. आर यू ओके या? बरं, आय विल रिपीट इट अगेन. W is equal to C upon 1 minus delta V raised to 1 minus gamma VI to VF. ह्याला रेसिप्रोकेट केले मुलांनो. मग अपर बाउंड घातला, लोअर बाउंड घातला, अपर बाउंड लोअर बाउंड घातला. C is PV raised to gamma. What is C? PV raised to gamma. So it is PF VF raised to gamma minus PI VI raised to gamma. PF raised to gamma minus 1. आता ह्याच्यात गॅमा PF raised to gamma, PF VF raised to gamma will balance with VF raised to gamma. VF raised to gamma and VF raised to gamma will balance. आणि राहतं काय? VF raised to minus 1 which is VF. That's it. PF VF minus PI VI is nRTF TI minus nRTF. If TI is greater than TF means what happens? The gas has undergone expansion. म्हणजे गॅस कूल झाला, कारण फायनल टेम्परेचर कमी झालं म्हणजे काय अर्थ? gas cools. If Ti is less than Tf, the temperature is less, final temperature is lesser म्हणजे gas contracts or warms up. कळते कारण Ti is less than Tf. Final temperature is greater म्हणजे gas तुमचा warm झाला. That's it. That is one thing here. After this, we discuss what is a cyclic process. What is a cyclic process? A cyclic process is a thermodynamic process which returns the system. Cyclic process is a thermodynamic process which returns the system to its initial state. Point number 1. Point number 2. The initial and the final states in a cyclic process are same. In both initial and final states are same. Point number 3. The change in the internal energy in a cyclic thermodynamic process is 0. The change in the internal energy is 0, students. And a cyclic process can be represented graphically like this. Here बघा, this is Pi Vi to Pf Vf म्हणजे this is the forward and this is the reverse process. So what are you going to remember regarding cyclic process? It is a thermodynamic process which makes the system return to its initial position. Second point, the initial and final states in the cyclic process are same. Third point, we'll put here like the internal energy of the cyclic process, the change in the internal energy in a cyclic process is 0. Hence, whatever amount of heat energy is supplied is converted into work. These are the specialities of a cyclic process. Okay, makes the system return to its original position. Mulano. Then we come across something called as free expansion. Now, what is this free expansion? Free expansion is an adiabatic process. It's an free expansion can be regarded as an adiabatic process, which is also a thermodynamic process where there is no exchange of heat between the system and the surroundings. Neither the surroundings can give supply heat, neither the system can supply heat. There is no exchange of heat. There is no work done by the system to the surroundings or by the surroundings on the system, and therefore the change in the internal energy is 0. The change in the internal energy of the system is 0. I'll repeat, free expansion is an adiabatic process where the system is not allowed to exchange heat energy with the surroundings. System is not allowed to perform work on the surroundings or vice versa. Hence the change in the internal energy of the system is 0. And therefore adiabatic process can be called as free expansion, students. Point number 1. Point number 2. Sudden rupturing of tire tube. एक्सप्रेस हायवेवर 4-wheelerचा मेन प्रॉब्लेम तोच होतो की सडन रप्चर ऑफ टायर ट्यूब. When there is sudden rupture of tire tube, the gas passes the whatever is the system which is in the form of a gas or air. It passes rapidly through any areas and does not perform any work on the system. हे झालं तुमचं फ्री एक्सपान्शन. स्टुडंट्स, फ्री एक्सपान्शन इज what you can say, it is an infinitesimal process. Infinitesimal process means which acts within a very short interval of time. Next, it is an uncontrolled chain. So it is free expansion is an uncontrolled process. You cannot control it and hence you cannot draw the pressure volume graph. So what is free expansion? It is an adiabatic process where there is no change in the heat energy, no exchange of heat energy, no performance of work. Hence the change in the internal energy is 0. Free expansion generally takes place due to sudden rupturing of a cylinder or a system. Like for example, puncturing of tires takes place suddenly where there is penetration of air through any media other than the piston. म्हणजे air does not do work on the piston or any other devices here. One thing. So next thing is that during free expansion there is the expansion takes place in an uncontrolled manner and it's an infinitesimal change. अनकंट्रोल्ड मॅनर म्हणजे ताबडतोब होतं. इनफायनाटेसिमल चेंज मीन्स द प्रोसेस इज टेकिंग प्लेस ॲट अ व्हेरी क्विक रेट अँड देअरफॉर देर इज what you can say, we cannot draw a graph of pressure versus volume as we are drawn for cyclic process. That's it. Next, what is heat energy? Heat engine. Heat engine is a device which works on the principle of thermodynamics. Means what? The interaction between heat and work. So what is heat engine? Heat engine is a device which works on the interaction between heat and work. Means it converts heat partly into work. Okay. What are the parts of heat engine will be dealt in the next class. Bye for today.